Hello, today we have Pete O'Hearn, Chairman of Liberty Star Minerals, and Gerardo King, Director of Liberty Star Minerals. Liberty trades on the OTCQB under the ticker LBSR. Pete and Gerardo, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it. Love to tell the story.
Thank you for having us.
Turning first to Pete. Pete, for viewers just learning about Liberty Star Minerals, let's start with an overview of your current development projects.
Sure. Liberty Star Minerals is a U.S.-based exploration company focused on unlocking value in high potential mineral targets in Arizona. We have two main properties. We have Red Rock Canyon, which is an exciting near surface gold play, and Hay Mountain, which is a large scale porphyry copper gold target, polymetallic, that we believe could become a world-class system. Our projects are located in a mining-friendly jurisdiction, and they align perfectly with the national priorities for critical minerals. And we like to say we have a 365-day mining season. So our northern brethren that might be locked out in the winter, we keep going.
Now let's talk more about Red Rock Canyon. You've reported bonanza-grade gold samples with some exceeding 100 grams per ton. What does this tell us about the scale and potential of the deposit?
Well, we've seen these type of concentrations in historic drill holes. We've seen them on surface samples. We did channel sampling here recently, and those grades really speak for themselves. I mean, over 100 grams per ton is rare, and when you see that kind of high grade material at surface, it tells you two things. First, it tells you the system has strong mineralizing potential, and second, there's a possibility of early low-cost production at Red Rock Canyon. That it gives us a compelling short-term gold story with a real upside. It's not just about ounces in the ground, it's about grade, scale, and the potential to deliver value quickly to our shareholders.
Let's take a look now at Hay Mountain, Pete. Your drill results in 2024 confirmed a porphyry copper gold system. What were the key takeaways from those initial holes?
Well, 2024 for us was kind of a game changer. We've done sampling out there. We've done geophysical sampling, geochemistry sampling. Both of those maps match up almost identical. So we know that there's an enormously large mineral footprint out there. We confirmed the existence of porphyry system and multiple mineralized zones, and there's large intercepts of copper, gold. We have silver out there, moly. We even have cobalt, and we have rare earths. It's exciting that we've only just started to tap into the system. The scale is there. This is an enormous mineral footprint, one of the largest in the Western Hemisphere, if not the largest. Structure's robust, and we're looking at a system that could support a multi-decade operation, or as we like to say, multi-generational.
Thanks, Pete. Now, I'd like to turn to Gerardo, ask him a few questions. Gerardo, your team is actively seeking a joint venture partner. What does the ideal partner look like, and how would a JV accelerate development at your projects?
That's a great question, and thanks for that. We are looking for a partner in two different layers. For our gold property, we are looking for an operating partner that can help us accelerate this asset into production within the next 24 months. We've seen this type of operation see the cash flow production light within that time frame, so we think that's possible. And we need to stick to what we know, which is being strategic and prospecting great assets into production and leave the operating to somebody that has a track record and can build that working capital into the function. The JV regarding the porphyry and Hay Mountain is a prospective partner that needs to scale this into a large top 5 production level asset. And what that means, we need to cubicate the main copper ore body and then dimension what kind of mine we can build out of that.
Gerardo, your team has a dual focus strategy, gold in the short term, copper gold in the long term. How does this approach benefit shareholders, and especially in these volatile markets?
Yes, so we are trying to disconnect ourselves from the traditional prospective junior market and offer the viability and the visibility of cash flow production within a horizon of time where usually it takes decades to get an asset into production. We can have something within 2 years, and that will not only allow us to keep cash inflowing our copper asset, but it would also allow us to keep prospecting and build a platform out of Liberty Minerals, not only in continental USA, but across the Americas with these strategic assets.
Turning back to Pete now for this question. Pete, your technical team, deep track record. How does that experience translate into smarter exploration and better outcomes for shareholders?
Well, I'll tell you, we do. We have a very experienced team. Our chief geologist, Steve Rivera, is from that area. He is well published in that area. He knows that mineralized zone probably better than anyone. Our original founder, Jim Briscoe, had been studying this area for over 30 years and was kind of the tip of the spear on some of the techniques that we use, CTEM and some of the geophysical techniques that we use to identify the boundaries. Then Jay Crawford, who's our Vice President of Field Operations, has been on that ground in place for well over a decade, developing those mineral leases for us. Gerardo, who you meet on this call here, has decades of experience in putting together joint ventures in the mining industry. And then we have on our board 2 other members who are steeped in experience in the capital markets. So I think we've got a team that can take this to the next level. The ones that have the technical experience about what we have on site, and also the people that can grow the company.
All right, now, and turning to Gerardo for the final question. What is the essential value proposition? Gerardo, why should investors take an interest in Liberty Star right now?
Yes, on top of having the priority to generate cash flow as a prospective company, which is something uncommon in the market, we are linked to 2 strategic commodities in the very long run, right? So today, with copper, with gold nearing 3,400 an ounce, it makes a lot of sense being invested in this mineral. Every gold producer worldwide is probably very into the money right now. So that's our cash flow rich proposition, while we fund our strategic copper ore body, which nearing $5 a pound. We're still near unprecedented levels, and not only that, but facing an era in which the US needs to find sustainable US strategic assets. And that builds and that poises Liberty Star Minerals into one of the unique platforms to expand this legacy into the future and continental US.
Gentlemen, it is a truly fascinating story. Thank you both for sharing it with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, sir.